You just got pwned, 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 pwned. Got pwned, pwned. Blah, 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 blah. You just got owned. Got pwned. Pwned. Got pwned. You just got pwned, 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 pwned. Got pwned, pwned. Blah, 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 blah. You just got owned.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is another Misinformation video focusing today again on Josh Abrams. Today we're going to be focusing on his claims about the ASVAB score. Now, I want to put in here early that I'm not sure if he did this maliciously or on purpose. It's very well he might just not have had the right information, which again, it's misinformation. It happens. Not everyone is perfect. But I want to make sure to keep him honest, and therefore I'm going to correct him on this. So let's go ahead and start the video so you guys can see exactly what it is I'm talking about.
Anywhere a dress shirt sleeve could cover it. So I definitely blew that theory out of the water. But I appreciate it. Stay tuned. Hit that like button. Thanks to all my mods. And we'll talk to you very soon. Vet Boy, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. And listen, guys, if you're out in the community, Kevin R2. Okay, Kevin R2, my score was a 70. However, when I took the test, don't look at it as like 70 out of 100. That's not that great.
Actually, Josh, that's exactly what it is. It is a percentile. You scored better than 70% of the testers that they are comparing you to. So it is exactly what it is. Now, 70% is still a decent score. It's not above. It's not really above average. It's not below average. It's not average. It's a little bit. It's a little bit above average. It's not a bad score. There's no reason for him to, be ashamed of a 70. He sounds like he's ashamed of it, which honestly he shouldn't be ashamed of a 70.
70. The testing was much different back then. And I believe the highest score someone could attain when I took the test. Now, keep in mind, I took the test in 2007.
Okay, I took the test in 2008. And so I know, and when I was in 2008, the highest score possible was a 99. And I'll prove that with not paperwork, but I will prove that with articles doing that. And I took the test, a year after him? I scored a 82. I could have done a lot better, but, I didn't. But I still was proud of my score, and he should be proud of a 70. He it's not horrible.
Okay? I believe the highest score you could attain at that point was an 88.
Whether he knows it or not, he's wrong. It's 99.
In the context of the scoring implements in that time, it was actually a pretty decent score.
Now, he wanted to make it look like he was like a B+, where he was more likely like a C+, if that. So, 70% is actually a C average, if you look at school-wise. But he scored better than 70% of people. Not a bad score. It's better than average. So, which is interesting to see his mentality. It almost brings in his mentality of, I have to prove that I'm better than so many people, to me. Because why would you look at a 70% as bad?
Wow. Kevin, when did you take the test? What year did you take the test? Kev R2, what year did you take the ASVAB? And where are you located?
Why is he asking about location? Location of an ASVAB taken is neither here nor there.
2004. Okay.
Before both of us.
Now, in 2004, Kev, now I know it was like 86 actually, or 89. Had they changed the implements yet? Had they raised the score at that point? Because I know at some point they raised it Actually, you took it before me, so you got an almost near perfect score. If it was in...
No, he didn't get an almost perfect score because he didn't get above 90. He had a great score, 86, better than me. And, you know, I wish I would have not liked to have got 86, you know, but that's just me, you know, wanting to do better. But I'm very proud of my score. That guy should be extremely proud of his score. He probably could have got almost any job depending on his line scores.
2004, I took mine in 2007, Maryland. Well, thank you for your service, man. And to let everybody know, Kevin's stating that in 2004 he took the ASVAB test, which is the final test they give you to figure out, you know, where you stand in all the different aspects, so they can place you if you're physically fit, mentally fit.
Which is exactly true. The ASVAB does measure all that, but the score he's giving is only indicates if you meet the minimum qualifications to join the Army, or the military, which each branch has a different number. With a 70 score, he far surpassed it, so it was no worries. Now, to figure out what job, which he's going into right now, it depends on your line scores. And your line scores could be higher. It just depends. You know, he's not sharing his line scores. I don't blame him. I'm not saying he should. I don't want to see him. It doesn't matter at this point. But, again, some more misinformation. He's only giving half of answers.
You know, psychologically fit. And at the time that I took the test, I believe an 86, like I said before he even posted that, an 86 or an 89 was the highest that you could get. And I got like a 70 or a 71%, something like that, which was actually considered well above average. Yeah, well, in 2007, I had never...
It's not well above average. It's slightly above average.
Never been even accused of a crime because I was 18 years old, which you can see. And also, you could enter the military at that point with felonies.
Okay, anyway, so that's all we're going to watch of that. So, now that we know that, now let's go ahead and let's fact check Josh. We all like to fact check Josh here. So, we are going to pull up Chrome. Okay, so first we're going to start with, here with this. So it did change in 2004, but not for what Josh thinks it changed for. So on July 1st, 2004, the Department of Defense updated scores for the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude and Battery Test. All civilians wanting to enroll in any branch of the Armed Services must take this test before they are allowed to enlist. The ASVAB uses several short tests to determine what job is a good fit for each soldier. Electrical knowledge, engineering, and grammar are only a few things on this test. And it says, looking at an old ASVAB score, find your overall score along with the scores of the smaller tests. The smaller tests make up the total percentage scored on the ASVAB. The percentile you scored in has only changed slightly. The previous requirement for the Armed Forces qualification test was 66, but in 2004 was changed to 65 minimum. Arithmetic reasoning percentages have stayed the same. So Josh got a 70. So if you look at it, he barely passed with a 70 or 71, regardless, barely, even when it got changed in 2004 to a 65. So he according to this, but if you look at the Army's actually is far lower. It's like 31. So if he was trying to join the Army, I'm not sure where he was trying to join. He definitely passed. But you know, to claim above average is not right. Now we're going to go into the fact that the highest possible score he claims is 89. He's close, not quite there. So let's go ahead and talk about that. Okay. Let it load. Biggity bam. Okay. Now, the maximum ASVAB score is 99. For enlistment into the Army, you must get a minimum ASVAB score of 31. So there it is for the Army, it's 31. So he, like I said, he definitely got over it. But it's 99, so he scored a 70 or 71 out of 99. Now, hold on. There's also another article that I wanted to I think this is it. Let's see, where is it? Because it talks about... That's not it. Let me see if I can find it, folks. Okay, so if you look at the third paragraph here, well, let's just start here. It says the highest ASVAB score is 99. We've already established that. The score is a percentile generated from the individual's performance on the sub-test making up the Armed Forces Qualification Test. Arithmetic reasoning, mathematical knowledge, paragraph comprehension, and word knowledge. All right, next paragraph. A test taker's results are compared to recorded scores from a control sample of individuals who took the same test in 1997, before any of us took the score. So they're pretty much doing, it's like 100 or however many tests they do. Your score is a percentile based off of what they did. So the score a person receives indicates that percentage of those same test takers he or she did better than. Therefore, earning a score of 75 means you did better than 75% of the sample group. And we all know how Josh said, oh no, don't think of it as 70% of 100. No, that's exactly how you're supposed to look at it. So, again, he's wrong. Now, again, if he's doing that on purpose, I don't know. If not, he needs to be educated, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to educate him. This is why we film these videos. So anyway, with that being said, I just want to say that he's wrong on this instance. There's a lot of things he's wrong on. Like I said, whether it's done intentionally or not, I can't be the judge of that. I'd like to know what you guys think. Also, I will be having another video later on today. It's going to be another veterans react to auditors. In this video, we are going to be looking at a video from Minnesota Guardian with a different veteran, and he's going to give his take on it. It'll be interesting to see what he thinks of the difference. Someone thinks of a different auditor, different styles. So please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what you think. And if you are a veteran and you like to watch these videos, why don't you sound off in the comment section? Let me know what branch of service and your name, and we'll make sure to then people can thank you for your service. And also, if you would like to thank anybody that is featured in my video for their service, you can go ahead and let them know in the comment section, and I will make sure that they get to thank you. Again, thanks, and everybody have a great day. And let's make sure that we keep these auditors accountable.
You just gotta hold. Yeah.